This is Gary Butterfield.
This is Cole Ross.
And this is Monster in My Podcast.
And this is the Umber Hulk.
Fighter of the Day Hulk.
There's a monster in my podcast.
These guys are classic. They're, one of the big boys. And I have no idea if they come from anything else. I just know them from D&D and D&D related things.
Yeah. And weirdly enough, like these Mind Flayers own these things as pets, which is mentioned in the Mind Flayer entry, but not in this entry.
Oh, yeah. That seems like it'd be an important part of their ecology.
Yeah. Cool. I'm going to need you real quick, not to turn this into, but if you go to the Wikipedia entry for Umber Hulk.
Oh, I'm already there.
Did you see that goddamn illustration?
Uh-huh.
This little guy?
Look at him.
I like that little guy quite a bit.
Well, you know what he looks like? He looks like one of the, if you took one of the Goombas from the Mario movie and just made his head bigger.
Yeah.
That's
and gave it fucking, talony, like what are
the mandible things. Yeah.
The mandibles. Yeah. Super mandibles.
Yeah. Well, I just see he looks so like so ready for anything. So happy to see you.
Yeah. I really like that drawing. Like that first edition, an original box D&D monster illustrations are like some of my favorite things.
Oh, for sure.
And I love Wikipedia entries on monsters because they have a reception section where you get to see things like, the stranger writer Sienna Madrid described the Umber Hulk as one of D&D's ghastly fiends. Okay.
Cool. One of them?
Maximum PC magazine review of Neverwinter Nights, knowing what an Umber Hulk was a way to identify if a person was a geek. No, okay. But just like, that's the reception.
It was ranked 7th among the 10 best mid-level monsters by the authors of Dungeons & Dragons for Dummies.
Yeah, lots of qualifiers there, but
yep.
You're number 7, buddy. These things are cool. They're giant like bugs. They're like bug hulks.
Yeah,
pretty neat. Like, and they burrow, and they have a bunch of eyes. So if you look at them, you get confused.
Right, like it puts the spell confuse on you, which makes sense actually. Why they would be used A, as tunnelers for the Mind Flayers, and B, also as like a first line of defense for dazing people. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it seems to be a natural fit. I like this as a race of creatures that attacks almost exclusively by Kool-Aid Man-ing.
Yeah. They tunnel a wall because they're not dumb.
No,
enough for what for being gigantic bugs, and they look through a crack in the wall, and then when you pop up, they go hey, and then explode out.
Yeah. I like how you combine Kool-Aid Man with Fat Albert.
Yeah. like Fat Albert's never burst through a wall. I feel like that's the subtext that's implied. Like, hey, Dummy Donald or whatever the hat.
Mushmouth.
Mushmouth.
It's weird that I stuttered when I said Mushmouth.
There's also there's a Donald the hat one, the guy whose eyes go through his hat. That guy's name is Donald.
Oh yeah, maybe, I don't know.
So that's that's kind of they have they're slow, but that's really their only weakness. They're just kind of tough, big, giant bug guys, and you can use their shells to make stuff. Which I know from Baldur's Gate, even though the Monsters Manual doesn't tell us that.
Oh, true. Yeah, Gary, that is supplemental. That should not be introduced in this texturally pure review of this book.
It is. I feel like if anything's canon, that feels like that could be.
Yeah, you're right.
Did you know that there's UmberHulk.com?
Your source for everything, Umber Hulk? Yes.
Like, no joke. That's literally what it is.
Oh man, this went from a 5-minute episode to a half-hour special.
Whoa. Hello, UmberHulk.com.
So this is a Google AdWords thing. I thought that they were actually they devoted some banner space to support the American Red Cross. Good on you, Umber Hulk.
Yeah, thanks, Umber Hulk. But it has just a link to the Monsters Manual entry for the different editions of D&D. For the Umber Hulk and the picture gallery, which has 7 pictures.
Yeah, from the real-time strategy computer game Dragon Shard.
Dragon Shard's good.
This might well be every depiction of an Umber Hulk in video games.
No, I mean
there's no Baldur's Gate. Yeah,
there's no Baldur's Gate. There's not, but it's a lot of them.
Yeah.
This is I like that this website exists.
Yeah. Well, I mean. So just mindflayer.com.
Is there a mindflayer.com?
I mean, just put it in. Let's see.
Okay.
Like if this maniac is going around just buying.
Oh my God! Be still my heart. We had to recruit him. Mindflayer.com. bring us?
It's resolving host. I don't think it's a thing.
Nothing. Why Umber Hulks, man?
Yeah.
So looking through, here's how we'll end this episode, because we don't know how to end it. We really did think that finding umberhulk.com would have more information than like the book that we have literally in front of us.
Right.
So looking at the 5 different Umber Hulks from the different editions.
Okay.
What's your favorite? Like the seven marry 3 bone thugs, the 5 different Umber Hulks.
Okay. Definitely have to thugs the first edition one, no question.
I'm with you so far. The guy is definitely thugs.
I need to actually look at all this. Let's 7 right away the 3.5.
Okay.
And just looks like a real 7 to me.
Yep. With you.
Yeah.
Marry 3 and bones are your 3 remaining options.
Yeah, you think I didn't keep track of that?
I was reminding the audience.
Okay, cool. Let's see here. 3, the 5th edition.
Mm-hmm.
Just because his pose is real like, hey, what's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah. Bones, the 4th, because kind of middle of the road. Yeah. And then second is going to have to be whichever is the last one.
Mary.
Yeah.
I would reverse the last 2, but otherwise that's mine.
Okay, cool.
So, and this has been an edition of the first hybrid 7 marry 3 bone thugs.
Yep.
On Teenage Dirtbags.
Do you want to run that?
Duckfeed.tv.
That can be an email address.
Yeah, no, I just I meant not at. I meant as found more information on. Much like this, a gallery featuring over 6 illustrations is at umberhulk.com.
Brought to you by our backers at patreon.com/DuckFeed.tv.